Hi friends, welcome back to the craft room. We're really glad that you're here. Today we are actually going to discuss something a little different, and we're going to talk about the two different types of concrete structures. You have
No. Thanks, cutie. I love you,
I love you too.
but no. You're funny. Hello, friends. I feel like I am at like 92% voice, and I am so excited, but I really feel like I'm yelling all the time. It's so much louder than a whisper. Who knew? But we thought that would be funny to have Zach come in here. You guys were so sweet with your comments about him, saying that he should host a video. And he was like, well, if they want to learn nothing about sewing, I'll do it. So he came in with some concrete information, what every girl dreams of. He's a civil engineer and he designs roads. So that's kind of right up his alley. He's really nerdy about concrete and it's awesome. Okay, we are going to do buttons today. And I really think this is so cute so far. So last time I talked about how if we were following their quilt top, the heart would be next. But then I realized that I'm not following her placement at all. So I'm not quite sure why I put such an emphasis on that when I wasn't even doing it in the first place. So I like rainbow order. I know that's hard to tell. So I'm just going to stick with what I'm doing because subconsciously that's exactly what I did. So we've got orange, pink, blue, green, yellow. And we're just going to let the rainbow be because I think it's really cute. Like I said, color order is like I can't undo it in my brain. It's either an order or I go crazy. That's it. Those are the only options. No gray. So we are going to work on this flower. This flower is simple, but you have so many dang little squares. It's kind of annoying. So let's get this one out of the way. And then next time we'll do a simple button and we'll kind of like bounce in between simple and annoyingly cute. That's what we're going to call them because they're so cute, but they're a little annoying. So we're working on the flower today. I am going to continue with batch piecing because there are so many little curves that we have to make with those little squares. It takes a little bit longer, but it's not hard. Does that make sense? So let's get this done. I've got all of my pieces set up here. I've got 4 X's, which are the middle petals, 4 smaller squares, which are the outside petals, then all these ridiculous little triangles that are going to make those curves. Ay, ay, ay. So I've got everything set up, and hopefully we don't get confused. So we are going to start with the middle buttons. I don't want this to be confusing, the fact that I'm doing double of everything. So we're just going to talk about one, and I'll just sew the other one together in the background, okay? That's what we're going to do. We're going to start with our buttons. For our light flower, we're going to have 4 dark buttons. So we have the 4 dark squares, and then we've got the light squares to go in between. And then once we get those 3 squares sewn together, then we get to do that strip down the middle, right? So exact same process for the blue one that we just did, but I think that's going to be a common trend for buttonholes, right? Okay, so let's put these together. And while I'm putting those, I'm going to start with petals as well. We've got longer petals and square petals, okay? So on the longer ones, which is going to be pretty much our north, east, south, west petals, you are going to have 2 little squares in the corners, okay? But for our northeast, south, southeast, west, for all the petals that are not northeast, south, and west. Okay, I may have my voice, but maybe I've still lost my brain. We're going to do these ones a little bit different. They still have 2 little squares, but instead of going tops of the corners like that, they're actually going to go opposite of each other. So, and at least while we have one seam to get the squares together, we can do one corner and then rotate. Do you kind of see my thought process here? And then by the time we have those on there, then we can do that big one right there in the corner. Oh my gosh, I just realized you can barely see that. Nope, don't go that way, Kate. Nope, 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 bring it down. There we go. So lots of squares to squares. I'm a little delusional. This is gonna get interesting. I am going to whip through what I have just showed you. So with batch piecing, I'm just gonna stitch the squares together with the side. And like I said, put one corner on, all of these, and then rotate and do the other corner. So I should have brought a snack because this part takes a hot minute. All right, I'm done whining. I can't be so excited to be back and then whine to you guys. That's just not cool. I will see you soon, but I think I'm gonna start a timer to see how long this takes me. Ready? I wanted to show you this big old chain. That's a lot of pieces. So this is just one side. Yikes. I'm not going to make you watch me cut these apart, but crazy town. I'm going to give you 3 guesses on what just happened, but I only realized it just now. 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh, that looked a lot worse. I ran out of bobbin. We'll just add that to the count tally at this point. Okay, bye. We're magicked. 'Cause I would sew 500 squares to bigger squares to make a flower for the button quilt. That's making me crazy. I will sew 500 more. Hold the applause. Just, you guys are leaving me speechless. That was a lot of little squares. I was able to get creative while I sewed all of those. All right, so there are all of our top petals, our longer petals, and then we have our smaller square petals. For these ones, we're going to do the 1/4 inch off of that seam, and then we will go iron all of these open. So technically this one needs the bigger square right there on top. But we will do that when we come back for this another batch. It's organized in my head. I may sound cuckoo, but it's organized in my head. And then we've got the 3 little squares. So when we go and iron, I'm gonna iron these seams open. I just think it helps me keep them straight. And I try not to be so aggressive with my ironing, but I did just sing a song about my frustration, so I think it'll be okay. Let me trim through the rest of these for both flowers, and then when I come back, they will be ironed. My iron turned off. That took me so long. So now I get to wait for my iron to heat up. Also, our minute count for me to sew all those, because I told you I was timing myself, was 18 minutes, in case you were wondering. Whoa, ironing all the time. Whoa, ironing all the time. We're in a transition. Oops. I just really wanted you to hear how beautiful my voice is, especially when I sing. It sounds even better that way. Okay, our time count is almost 20 minutes. That's crazy, just of those squares. But now that I say it out loud, it really wasn't that long. But it feels like an eternity. So here are the top petals ironed out. That's still a top petal. Here are the smaller petals. We will add the square to that one. We'll put the top petals off to the side. We're going to need our middle for the buttonholes. And then we're going to sew that together. So that's pretty exciting. We've had this conversation before. So let me put this together. And since I've already got that ironed, I am going to add the big square in the top corner here. So that will give us 3 sides with the background on them. Oh my gosh, I just panicked that I had to make sure that it was the background that was supposed to go there. This is just a bigger one here. So let's add that to the stitch here and let's get moving. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. All right, let's add the other side of the buttons to this strip here. And we'll get that on the machine. I'm gonna do that for my other button real fast. All right, so same with those smaller squares. We're gonna cut a 1/4 inch off of that seam to give us that seam allowance. And then we will iron those open and get those buttons open. I remembered my transition that time. Woohoo! Okay, we need to do a weird little border on these square corners. Oops. That's the button I'm not showing you to be less confusing. So these ones are going to get the bittiest of the baby borders. And they're so dang skinny. It's probably the size of my middle finger, but I'm not going to hold it up and measure it. That seems a little scandalous. So we are going to sew the smaller of these 2 borders on one side, just like that. And then we're going to put the barely bigger, for crap's sakes. Okay, we'll work on this one since you can see it. So we'll put the smaller one on the side like that, and then we'll take the slightly bigger bitty border and we'll put it on top just like that. We're going to do that to all 4 of these corners, and then we can actually start putting this block together. So let's jump through all of these corners. I see a little baby of a border, scaramouche, scaramouche, must be careful with the iron. Very small pieces, prone to warp, very, very frightening me. Galileo, Galileo, Galileo Figaro, iron softly. Ta-da! Now we can finally put these together. Let's see. All right, those are yellow corners. Put those off to the side. We have our... That's way too close to the edge. I'm never going to get the block on there. See you, friends. You're going to have to go away a little bit. Okay, there we go. We'll get all this on now. We've got our middle piece with the dark buttonholes. 1 corner for this side. 1 corner for that side. I think I'm going to have to release a new album. I just have so many good sewing hits. I don't know how you guys will sew happily without it. What would my album be called? Rarely on Pitch. Seam Ripper Frenemies. Whines a lot, but still sews a lot. Just, you know, just workhousing some ideas for my big album. Okay, we are going to put top row 3 blocks together, make our middle row, and then our bottom row, and of course, then we're going to put our rows together. Are you ready for this? And they're done. Aren't these cute? Annoyingly Cute is really a good name for these. That's the name of my album. Annoyingly Cute. No one would buy that. What would I look like on the cover? Oh my gosh, these turned out so cute. I love these a lot. So, like I said earlier, disregard my plan to follow their placement because I ignored it a long time ago. So, this one's going to go here. I was thinking that we were going to do sashing today, but I think we've done enough and maybe we'll just do sashing at the very end. It's pretty easy. It would take 2 seconds, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. Before I go, I do want to keep advertising for the class, the live class. We're going to be making this fly the flag pattern. There's a very simple version, and then there's a version that lets you make cute blue blocks instead of just a square. So I really hope that you join me. It is $25 for the class and the pattern, and then an additional $75 for all of the scrappy fabric if you are interested in that. So fabric is optional. And an important date that I think I forgot to say last time is the last day to enroll will be the 15th. And then we can be in the class together. I'm really excited. I really hope that you guys join me. Until next time, I would really like to do the scrappy foundation paper piecing, that star, okay? That has been a really popular pattern. I have given out so many of them. So Monday is the goal for that foundation paper piecing. I will see you then. Bye, friends. Sorry, that looks weird and I can't get over it.
I'm sorry.
Doesn't it look funny?
It looks a little funny, but I can't tell if it's because it's on there and it's the way you were standing.
Maybe I'll just leave my hair down today.
There you go.
Okay.
Looks great.
This is how all my videos start.
I don't doubt that.
There's like a minute of me doing weird things. Like last minute.
I don't doubt that.
Okay, are you ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Hi, friends. We're really glad that you're here. Today, we are going to discuss the different
I
types.
just had a brain fart. Because in my head, I was like, hey, friends. Welcome back to the craft room. I'm really glad you're here. So I was waiting for you to say that. And then you just said, I'm glad you were here. But that's exactly what we talked about saying.
Welcome back to the craft room. I forget you say that.
No, it was okay. Because that's not what we talked about. But I was like, what are you saying?
You missed something.
What are you saying? Okay. All right, you ready? No, I just waved and your eyes were closed.
Oh, I wasn't even looking. No.
I know.
Sorry.
I could tell.